All right, fellas, this is a emergency update on what's happening with Bitcoin because we have the latest news here that there has been the attack. Now, this is what happens. We have Israel versus Iran right now, and obviously, let's not get into that whole topic. But explosions have been cited, as you can see here. You can go on X and just see that, and the market is taking an absolute tank. So in total, it's fallen about 10%, but specifically in the last few hours, let's have a look at what's happened. It's fallen about 4%, which is very sizable. So we need to know where we're looking at, what levels, what we're trading at, what levels to be taking trades, and the rest of it above. Okay, so right off the bat, immediately what we can see is that we have the weekly down here, which we've already tapped into. So this level is already invalidated. So I'm going to take that away. We've got really it's just this daily, which is being washed through. So you can essentially just have a look here and what that would look like. So if we chuck that on, we can see it already broke through it drastically. Now we're back testing it. So the question is, do we flip it and find support? Now, the reality of the situation is if this starts to step up even more, then we got downside targets that are way lower that I've been speaking about in a bunch of my videos, which is actually going to be crazy if we hit them because it's going to be a golden opportunity to be getting in, especially in those spot bags, okay? So this is very unfortunate what's happening in the world, but we have to be diligently being careful with our funds. So no matter what happens, you have to keep being active, right? Otherwise you get washed out. So right off the bat, we can already see that the volume profiles is a very important tool. We essentially broke down from the value high, which is straight above here, tested the POC. You can see we found support, broke down and up, and now we've tested here, broke down. So the high likelihood is we're actually going down more. Now, the question is, where are we going down? Where are we going down? What levels are we hitting? So at a minimum, I would be expecting this to be taken out, and then this low to be taken out. The question is, would I take a trade here? The answer is no, because I already think that's a level that's washed. I think liquidity is lower there. So it's not a level I'm taking a trade from a, well, let's just say sound probabilistic perspective. What I would be looking at, and I'm very interested in, specifically, if we zoom right out, we can see that the large cluster of volume is really coming in at around, well, it's actually a bit lower here, 51, 54 as a weekly. And if we just take a entire, just zoom that in on a logarithmic chart, just to get a picture of where the 618 Fibonacci is. Ooh, what a juicy level, guys. What a juicy level. So, in all honesty, what I think is going to happen, what I think is going to be the strongest support that we're going to find is going to be right down over here, these lows. Anything in this band, I'm scooping up. It could be 50, it could, oh yeah, 60 to 54K. If we can get down there, I will just be buying. Not straight away. I'm probably going to look for a retracement and see how long it goes. What's the order flow looking like when we get there? As you guys know, we were long at this point. I closed the trade way too early, unfortunately. Took profits up at the top, and now I'm waiting for the long and the re-entry. Yes, if you were in shorts, good on you. I'm not really looking for shorts right now, even though I expect price to drop. Just to preface, okay? So if we're looking at what we're seeing, let's have a look at the charts on the weekly. Yeah, 2 week, month. Yeah, in the 2 week, we can definitely see that we're forming a nice little bottoming signal here, you can see. So yeah, my expectation is that we're going to form a low somewhere in this band. The question is, how do we do it? And that'll be a question to when we get there. In the meantime, let's have a look at what's going to happen in the short-term price action. But if you're interested in those levels, you can mark them out specifically down over here, okay? So do that. When it comes to the levels we're looking at on the local timeframes, yeah, that's really good trade. That's really textbook what you can see there. What we can see, we've already punched through the fair value gaps. That's already done. So immediately off the bat, we've got a magnet coming in right at this low. Right here. So this is going to be a magnet for price. This is going to be a level of resistance going up. So this level would be a place you would look for a short if you were to do a local short, which would be something like this. Let's just see where the VWAP would be residing because that's important. VWAP, probably facing it somewhere along the lines of this. So you'd be looking at something that comes in this fair value gap in the downtrend here, or either up here too. That being said, not my type of style. But if I do enter a trade, I will let you know. So in the comments down below, follow these links right over here, as you can see. And then also Telegram links down there for the trades I'm taking and what I'm doing with my money, okay? For now, I advise everyone stays very safe. Price action is very washy. It could definitely, it could find a bottom anywhere at the end of the day. The question is, what's the most high probability, okay? And in terms of high probability, I'm really going to be only looking for the long down here or the push up and then the short. That being said, I'm not just going to take it blindly, okay? So that's the current context of the market that I'm looking at. And level to level, like I say, this was a very important level which we're looking at. Now it's been washed. It's already been taken. We've also had the highs taken above here, which was another... Yeah, I mean, if you've been watching the whole entire time, you've been getting a scope of how I've been looking at it. I haven't caught every move, but at the end of the day, you just need a few percent to compound pretty drastically over your lifetime. At the end of the day, that's how I'm going to be playing this market. I'm not here for any crazy big wins. I'm here for consistent gains and not ruining the portfolio bit by bit, just compound. So I'm really looking out for these lows here. Now, there is potential for this low to be solid because it's the wick lows of this region, but I would say as a balance of probabilities, I would not put it as the highest level. Okay, that's that. I'm keeping it very clear. I'll update you what happens next. For now, let's just see what happens with this whole entire war situation. Hopefully it's not too bad, but we will see what happens, okay? Now, I will catch you guys next time. Have a great day.